On what is perhaps the longest day this year, it's time to say good morning, Barbados.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning to you. Good morning, 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 morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. How are you doing? I was a little bit uncertain because, you know, usually each year it changes, but the longest day in the year is usually around this time. Of course, June itself, the month of June, usually the month with the longest days in the year. It's the official start of summer. Good morning, ladies.
Morning, Colin. Morning, Cassandra.
All the
Good
summer
morning.
colours
Missed
and
you around the
everything.
table. Bright and sunshiny and
Brand new
pale.
hairstyle. Were you not here, sure?
It's not brand new. No.
Brand new to me.
Yeah.
What else is new?
Everything's new. It's a new day.
Yeah.
Good to see you again. Good to see you guys. And I know that you had a lot of sporting action. We communicated via BBM.
Yeah. This was good. Good morning.
tell you.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm good. How is everyone doing? Just happy to be here, getting all powered up with my caffeine as always. We're moving merrily through the week. As Colin said, it is officially summer and the festival season is upon us. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. But what I'm concentrating on, and something I want you guys around the table to help me with this week, it is Regional HIV Testing Day on Friday the 24th. As the original signatories of the Bridgetown Declaration of the Caribbean Broadcast Media Partnership on HIV, we at the Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation are looking forward to sharing a day of testing. Your testing site should be on the website iliveup.com. Scotiabank needs to be commended for opening all of their branches.
A Scotiabank anywhere.
A Scotiabank anywhere. If you're passing a Scotiabank, you can get your HIV test on Friday the 24th. So that's my big push this morning. RTD is coming up, and of course we'll have some of our partners at the CVMP coming in to chat about it later on in the week.
Yeah, we committed to that some years ago, really helping
years.
to live up, encourage people to know their status. You're definitely in a better position, a more responsible position when you do, so make sure that you take up the challenge. Just takes a few moments, and the thing people are always worried about is confidentiality.
Oh no, those
Absolutely
ICTs, no, they're so well trained, and they kind of have their heart and soul into it, so there's absolutely nothing to worry about with that. So go to iliveup.com for your testing sites, a testing site near you. Regional Testing Day, Friday 24th of June. What else?
And today is Fête de la Musique. It is going to, you know, it's all over France, but we're having our own here in Barbados tonight.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
I never know.
Yeah, man. Where were you? Jeez,
That's
let me bring you up today.
No, please. And I understand there's another big concert coming up later in the year.
Lord, well, if we start talking about that, you know,
We'll
that's
never
the
stop.
The whole show.
That's the full tours. I mean, last week I big up the president of the BTA and said he's the man, because, you know, when he came on board, he said, we need to have Rihanna
Yeah,
perform.
go make it happen.
He made it happen. That's what
Raise
I
the
think.
roof.
How you mean? So, you know, I just want to know, I need to be there, right? You can't have this show without me, so you better make sure that I am in the country.
Oh, so we're going to schedule it around your work travel plans. Okay.
No. I will be here. That date has already been fixed. I understand people are coming in, people are changing the travel plans.
I
Some
like
people want
it.
to go home just after crop over.
I
say,
like it a
you know
lot.
what? We can't go home after Kuduman Day. We have to stay.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see some scenes like you see overseas where people are going to be sleeping on sidewalks just to get
Just
that
camping out
first
to get a good
camping out,
spot?
just get a first good spot.
I don't know. Maybe they'll go earlier. I don't know if they'll camp out.
I'm
Yeah.
going to camp out.
I'd be willing to, Katrina. I'd be right there with you.
I'm telling you, we're going to pitch a tent, have ourselves some responsible drinks, a couple of sandwiches, and wait it out.
Water, yes.
My question, have you ever slept in a tent?
I can't say that I have, except for Brownie Camp, which I don't suppose actually counts because it's part of the
But the point I was trying to make is, I don't think you're going to start now, you know, with all your very nice nails and
What
your
nails?
clean skin. Start going in no tent. Hairstyle all nice. You know what I mean?
But she could rough it a bit, man.
Yeah, I'm good at roughing it.
rough it. Let me see, boy. Nah,
My
I don't
mom
think
knows
so.
you. I'd be careful what I say about you. You know, we're talking about concerts, and you know, we're pretty sure, Cassandra, that our girl Riri, as members of the Navy, we're going to represent, and she's going to make sure that she delivers a fantastic concert. But Amy Winehouse hasn't been doing exactly the same. We've had our fair share of her trials and tribulations with drug addiction. We know that it is an addiction. But when people in Belgrade spent the equivalent of a quarter of their salaries on a ticket for an Amy Winehouse concert, only to have her mumble through most of the songs, she fell, She arrived late. She expected her backup singers to finish for her.
That sounds like a regular Amy Winehouse concert to me.
But that's the thing. If you've seen the footage, you know it was actually worse.
What are they griping for? That's what they pay for. Did she do that in St. Lucia?
After
She
she
did
crawled
that
around
in
like a cat.
St. Lucia.
After crawling around like a cat
It's
in
a
the hotel.
regular concert.
But Serbian media has described the concert before 20,000 fans as a scandal, and they posted a video of her performance saying
Of the
listen,
fall?
of the
Did
fall.
they kind of like do
Listen
a montage
if you
of all
dare.
those highlights
You didn't
together?
need a montage. I've seen the video. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So she's been banned
There's
from
nothing
performing.
wrong with a fall. Look at that. Jennifer Lopez fell on TV. And
Beyonce fell.
And,
Yeah.
and
But they
recovered.
performed.
They recovered
Oh my
is the
goodness.
point. She didn't
Oh,
get back
yeah,
up. She
yeah.
kind of sat there playing with her shoes.
The thing is, though, the rest of that concert is in jeopardy. I mean, the rest of the tour is in jeopardy.
Well, she's cancelled it.
Oh, she has.
She's completely cancelled the rest of the
I
tour.
don't understand why.
Is she going back to rehab?
No.
I don't
That's a
understand
good
why.
response.
Like I said, it's a regular Amy Winehouse concert. People who are fan of Amy Winehouse knows what to expect. If I were a fan of Amy Winehouse, I'd go there expecting that she'd fall. I'd be like waiting with my camera. When?
And when she falls, you go, oh!
Yeah, of
But
course.
Awesome.
Colin, the people in Whole Town expect there to be a
I'm
little
just
flooding.
kidding.
They don't expect their
just
hotels
kidding,
to
no,
float
I'm
away.
just
And I think
kidding.
this was the equivalent of a spot of flooding versus the whole of Whole
Yeah,
Town
that's
floating
why
away.
we love Riri.
Riri's gonna put it
Chances
down.
of that happening is not.
Well, you don't want me to start, so I'm going to try and control myself.
So
Don't want
we're
to show any bias.
Control yourself.
yeah, we're gonna help you out with that.
I'm going to let that one stay inside.
No, not at all. So I'm going to shut up and drive straight into our headlines this morning. These are some of the stories that we'll be following in our main news package at 7 o'clock. We hope you join us then. Government has no intention of devaluing the Barbados dollar. That assurance has come from the Central Bank of Barbados. Barbadians living overseas will soon know more about investment opportunities in their homeland. Prime Minister Fundle Stewart says government is working on a special regime which allows them to cash in on bonds and other government paper. Barbados' competitiveness continues to be restricted by high production cost. That's why the Barbados Coalition of Service Industries wants companies in Barbados to focus more on producing indigenous products, catering to niche markets. The Trinidad Labour Movement has ended its honeymoon period with the one-year-old Kamla Persad-Besessar government. It has outlined a series of protest actions culminating with a shutdown of the country. Those have been your morning Barbados top lines. Join us at the top of the hour for our main news package. For now, we find out what's been making headlines around the world, and for that we go to Cassandra Crawford, who's got a copy of the International Herald Tribune.
It's 8 minutes after 6 o'clock. We want to say thanks to Newspaper Direct, of course, for providing the International Herald Tribune. A couple of stories on the front cover. Nokia's bid for getting back in the game. Says late last year, the iPhone became the best-selling device at Finland's leading mobile operator. A highly embarrassing situation for Nokia, the struggling mobile phone maker that has long been Finland's pride and joy. So Stephen Elop, who left a top post last September at Microsoft to lead the turnaround effort at Nokia, knew that his first priority was to steal a beat on the competition and quickly get Nokia back in the game. 9 months into the job, after a reorganization that will eliminate 7,000 jobs from the payroll and the rollout of a new operating system from Microsoft, Mr. Elop has taken the first visible step in that direction. Also, IMF gets tough with Europe. Aid to Greece withheld for now. A bit about that story, billed as a meeting that would help the Greek government escape a worsening economic and political crisis, gathering Europe's finance ministers sent one message to Athens: no cash until Greece gets its house in order. And another to the markets, that the European Union still does not have its act together. You can follow up that story as well. And Assad offers dialogue as a vehicle to diffuse the crisis. In his first address in 2 months, President Bashar al-Assad of Syria on Monday offered a national dialogue that he said could usher in change to a country where his party and family have monopolized power for 4 decades. Says here, deep skepticism greeted the proposal, and even some sympathetic to the leadership said they doubted that Mr. Assad was ready to surrender absolute power, at least for now. However, as Syria wrestles with its gravest crisis in a generation, another question has come to the fore. If the offer is in fact sincere, who who will the government talk to? That's the big headline. Just 3 of the stories on the front cover of the International Herald Tribune. You can follow all the details. It's provided through Newspaper Direct. You can give them a call at 436-1314 or visit the website at www.newspaperdirect.com. We tell you now what's making local newspaper headlines.
And we start off with the Nation newspaper and the front page headline, Austin's bid. Barbadian Lyle Austin, suspended 2 weeks ago after he took over as CONCACAF's acting president, now wants to fill the boots of Jack Warner, who's of course resigned. And if you're wondering about Austin's own suspension, well, he says he would pursue all legal means to clear his name. On the inside, Barbadians have their say on the royal move. A former senator dies and the Road Safety Association wants a probe. Now on the back page, interesting story here, soldier charged. That is not the interesting part. It's a Barbadian soldier held at the Norman Manley Airport in Jamaica allegedly with drugs. Family loses home. Also on the back page, a sad story there. On the Advocate newspaper, Education Ministry supports CXC initiative. On the bottom, farmers battling the recession. As we all, a new investment product is unveiled. That's on page 10. On the back page, parents warned there is no place in school for bashment behavior. You are warned. And on the back page too, a school that Katrina could identify with. That's Charles right. F. Broom on top of the world after capturing the 2011 National Sports Council Pine Hill Primary School netball competition. Congratulations to Charles F. Broom. We'll have some more in the sports, but that's the newspapers this morning.
And to take a look at what we will be following coming up this morning in our program, we started our discussion on Money Matters last week with the question, whether manufacturing. We continue that discussion with Dr. Paul Pounder. He's a lecturer in the Department of Management Studies at the University of the West Indies. And we welcome back Ian Pickup, who is the past president of the Barbados Manufacturers Association, Whether Manufacturing, in the first portion of our program. And then we talk about disaster management, the national agenda. It's hurricane season, as we all know, folks. We need to make sure that we are safe, be proactive. So we're going to be talking about that in our first half as well.
Preparation is key. So we look forward to sharing that with you. What else is going on, Colin?
Well, there's a whole lot more, but why don't we take a break and then come back and get into it all.